So today I want to discuss Zika virus. Zika virus has recently been in the news because of two potentially linked diseases associated with Zika. One of them is microcephaly and the other one is guillan-barre. Zika virus originally got its name from where it was first isolated, which was the Zika forest in Uganda in 1947 from a rhesus monkey. Zika virus is part of the Flaviviridae family, which is also home to dengue virus. And Flaviviridae gets its name because flavi is Latin for yellow, so that's also yellow fever. And if you had the luxury of taking my BIM 114 TA sections, here are some of the slides that I used in order to describe the Flaviviridae family. So the vector for this disease is through the Aedes mosquito, Aedes, and the mosquito, the female, is the only one that actually sucks blood, and this is how the disease is transferred from one person to another. So once you get bitten, you have a 1 in 5 chance of actually experiencing the symptoms. And the symptoms are pretty mild. You have mild fever, joint pain, muscle aches, as well as rashes and conjunctivitis or pink eye. After about a week or maybe 2 weeks, the virus will then be fully eliminated within the blood. So you're only going to experience these issues for roughly around 1 or 2 weeks, and the onset of these symptoms are going to occur around 1 or 2 days after you've been bitten. In addition to mosquitoes, as I was saying, is also a traveling vector. So it can be transmitted sexually through either vaginal, anal, or oral sex. The reason why it's been in the news is because it's potentially being linked to 2 other diseases. One is microcephaly, where in Brazil there was an increase around 4,000 new cases of newborns having smaller heads than normal. This is a lifelong defect. The other one is Guillain-Barré. Guillain-Barré is an autoimmune disease that eats away at your nerves. But luckily for us, there are a few treatment options available for people who have GB. One of them is plasma exchange, as well as antibody therapy. So the takeaway from this, if you're going to travel to Colombia or some other country in Central or South America, it's important to be aware that you should be wearing long sleeve clothing, as well as having DEET in some of your insect sprays. In regards to sex, it's important that male travelers as well as female travelers, when they go back to the States, make sure that they are not engaging in sexual activities for between, I think, 1 week was the least I found, around to 28 days. And that's to ensure that you're not transferring the virus. Another huge way that you can also transfer the virus is that if you are infected with Zika, you can go back to the States and you might not have sex, but if a mosquito still bites you and draws some of the blood, the mosquito can now be affected, and now you can infect a whole population of this mosquito within certain parts of the US. So I hope my video was informative in helping you understand more about Zika virus. As always, safe travels, and I might have to go to Colombia to do some first-hand experience research about Zika virus itself.